Hello. Does it... Okay, it looks like it's working now. What's hilarious is I had literally just said, I've got both cameras going, I got, like, the music going, hopefully I got my mic going, and then you were like, no mic. Good grief. Oh my god. Anyways. Now we're good. I have wine, I have tablet, I have keyboard, I have cameras, I have... Yeah, I do want to see something cool. I love seeing cool stuff. Ooh, I also have a Pep as Shrek update. Wow, 10 months. That's pretty rad. That's intense. So, for the Pep as Shrek update, I ordered some dye and a bodysuit and some face makeup. I don't think the bodysuit matches the face makeup, so the dye is to account for that, because I'm gonna be fucking... I would kill myself if I did this and did not execute it to, like, the degree that I believe is necessary. And I'm not gonna mismatch my skin and my Shrek bodysuit. So, it's in progress. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a whole thing. And today, there are a couple options art-wise today. I talked to my friend yesterday about my logo, and he brought up some really, really good points about finessing it, which is kind of annoying because I've put my logo a whole bunch of places already. And so I'm like cleaning this off a little bit because Delilah, occasionally when my cursor goes off the bottom of my screen and shows up over here, she's like sitting right next to it, so she looks at it, and now she's started hunting it and trying to jump on it. And other times she just drools on this screen. So I'm removing cat drool is what I'm doing. It's absurd. But anyways, let's do some like actual art. How about that? What a novel concept. Hey, yeah, I'm doing crazy, but better than the last time I streamed, but I'm yeah. Everything is crazy. But I'm happy that I'm here and I'm getting to do some art today. And that I have the wherewithal to buy a Shrek outfit for the Pep as Shrek stream. So, hey, thanks for the sub. Hell yeah. What a delightful day this is. Oh, I'm so glad that I was able to get these dumb cameras and everything working. Okay. So, how is this showing up over here? I'm just gonna go like that. Hey, Dishonest, how's it going? So I think what I'm gonna do today, I had a concept in my head that I haven't fully fleshed out. So why don't I just I'll start messing with it. That's what I'll do. It's mainly a little darker than that, maybe. Maybe a little bit warmer than that. Ooh, that's too much. Okay, maybe a little bit less. Perfect. So I have this idea of what I'm probably going to end up doing is making it too symmetrical, like I always do. But you know what? Maybe that's my style. I don't know. I'm debating whether having like, I really admire when people do really dynamic poses and stuff like that, but also I've been admiring a lot of art lately where things are more static and kind of graphic designy. And I'm wondering if I should lean into that, and maybe that's a strength. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play around. We'll see how it goes. That's the plan. Then I just realized, oh, hi. Well, hello, ma'am. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have a little, let me scooch forward. I have a little Delilah. Can you see her? What are you doing, you little munchkin? Oh, she's like barely. Get in there, baby. You're so cute. Be the star of the show. I don't think she wants to be the star of the show, but she She is a floof. Alright, I gotta scoot your floof over here. There you go, sweet baby. Alright. The rest of the floofs are... Oh, I have so many updates? Oh, man. So, the rest of the floofs are downstairs because I was doing stuff in the house today because I have to install a security camera because people keep stealing packages. And they stole prescription cat food, which is like $100. And Chewy resent it the first time. And then now I have to like file a police report before they send another one. So, I got a Wyze camera, and we're gonna try and figure out who the asshole is, whether it's somebody like a rogue delivery person, or whether it's somebody coming in off the street and just stealing shit. I thought that my neighbors had a Ring cam. They apparently have like a door locking thing that looks like a camera, but has no camera, which is very annoying. Because at first, the first packages were stolen at like the top entry of the stairs, like right inside the gate, when Amazon, you know, Amazon will be like lazy and leave stuff. And so when stuff gets delivered up there, it's like, oh yeah, it's very obviously we have a package, so if somebody comes in, like, it takes 2 seconds to grab. But the other day, the package that got grabbed was like, Amazon took pictures of it being right in front of my door, which means if my neighbors had had a Ring camera, we would have been able to find out who it was. Unfortunately, they do not. So now I'm taking matters into my own hands and getting a camera because I'm tired of this nonsense. It's like $200 worth of nonsense they've delivered. And it's not like stuff that's valuable to steal, like prescription cat food and cat litter. Like very heavy boxes. So I'm wondering if they were like, ooh, this might be like a lot of heavy electronics. I don't know. But I hope that they're sorely disappointed because, yeah, it's definitely not. So, that's what I was doing today and installing stuff, and so my cats are all downstairs. Yeah, bleh indeed. But yeah, the cats were very hyped that I was doing fun things, and Butter, anytime there's like power tool noises, Butter requires that she be a supervisor for any activities involving those. So I'm sure they'll all come up here once they realize that I'm hanging out up here for a while and I'm not doing a bunch of stuff down there anymore. Foreman Butter, indeed. Oh, hey, T-Bo, how's it going? Yeah. I don't think OSHA would approve of her style as supervising. She kind of like tries to put her head like a little bit close to power tools, but you know, what can you do? Unions, bureaucracy. She's never gonna get fired. She's got a solid position here. OSHA disapproved, yes. Yeah. I used to think that maybe she was like a little bit deaf and that's why power tools didn't bother her. But no, she can hear like the crinkle of a snack bag from 2 floors away. So she's definitely not deaf, she just can't be bothered to give a fuck about most things. She's just a very unique, special little soul. She's a good little lady. Okay, so how this is gonna go is this blue dot isn't gonna stay here. I just needed it there to save that color because I picked it. But you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that color. All things considered. Oh, did anybody watch that video I linked in the Discord today? Like 10 points if you did, but nobody loses any points for not watching it. It's good, right? Because one of the things that I was doing hell yeah. Yeah, one of the things that I was like trying to do last year was like, okay, I'm gonna do some like proper classical techniques, like doing like a value painting first and stuff like that. And I think what I might still do is like maybe for concept sketches I'll do value studies and stuff before I get like the whole idea down, but then once I'm like actually doing the painting, then I'm gonna just paint like I always have, because that seems to... Oh no! Okay, I'll say everything over again in like 2 minutes. Cursed, cursed, cursed. Oh shit, I just realized that when people gift subs and then I like miss a week, that's like, oh, that makes people miss out on shit. Fuck. Hopefully things will be, things are not going to be any less chaotic for the next month or so, but I think after that, April I think will be a less chaotic time. I think that's when things are going to calm down a little bit. I hope. Fingers crossed. We'll see. If only there was a way you could get rid of it. Okay. Okay. That's some sass. Well, a little bit of sass there. But true. Oh god. Okay. You know what's exciting? So this weekend is another board game party, and guess who's gonna be there? Jimmy's gonna be there. I hope Chris is done with ads so that he gets to hear that Jimmy is gonna be at a board game party. We'll see. And back. Not complaining about ads. The timing was funny, right when Amy was diving into it. Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, I think, so you know how like last year I was like, I'm gonna study and do more like traditional techniques and da-da-da-da, like underpaintings, value paintings, da-da-da-da. I still like underpaintings. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I will be applying that to most of my work. I say as I absolutely did not do that in this instance. Do I want to start over? Fuck. I don't really want to start over. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I felt very validated, and I may do value studies for like the concept sketches when I'm like planning something, but when I do the actual painting, I'm definitely just going to paint like I always have, because I think that I can do that, and so I'm going to. That's the plan. Also, I don't know if you heard it, but Jimmy's coming to a board game party this weekend. I've been trying to get him to one of these for like a year, and I'm so hyped that he's gonna get to go. I wish you still lived in town, because you should definitely attend a board game party. If you're ever back in California, you gotta drop by. I have a guest bed, kind of. Rebel artwork. What am I gonna call this? Lily lady. With a little hint for. I guess it's not much of a hint, but I have plans. It's a slight hint for what. I've been doing a lot of things with flowers in them lately. Interesting. Kind of. Yeah, it's like a futon. It works. Listen. It's viable. It's a thing. Okay, maybe before I position this, I should sketch out what I'm planning on doing. That's probably good. Oh, I didn't have pigments on. Okay, no wonder. All right. We're gonna do really good at this today. So I don't know whether I want to do... So I have this idea of like... Maybe I should be like this and then that. Okay. Let's see if we can get a more fleshed out version of this going down. Basically, I want to do a render that has like, that's partially like that kind of thick painterly rendering that I like, but then with some flat elements and maybe like fading to the flat elements with like maybe like a slight halo of painterly color around the flat elements so that they still have the visual impression of being like flat and graphic and interesting, and taking away from like maybe too busy parts of the painting, and so they like knock back some of the visual distress of looking at it. But still, I still want to get to paint like big chunky painted colors because I do like that. And so I was envisioning like somebody with their hands like kind of in their hair and partially on their face. Maybe I should have taken reference photos of this. Maybe like that. Let me look at myself and see if that's gonna be weird. Some kind of like architectural. Oh, I can't look at myself if I'm covering my eyes. Wait, I can because there's a stream delay. This is not a good reference photo. I'll figure it out as I go. We'll figure this out. But I'm not sure whether I want. This is not a crunchy enough brush. I need like a. That is not a crunchy enough brush either. That's a nothing brush. You can't look at myself if I also cannot see. Listen, this channel is all about like knowledge and discovery. We're on this journey together. Glad you guys are here with me for this nonsense. I guess this can be. This is not a crunchy enough brush either. Where's like a good. Okay, that. I want something in between those two brushes, but this will do for now. But yeah, so I'm envisioning that her hands are just kind of like white, like architectural looking shapes. And then maybe fading down to her body, it'll be like an ombre to white, and the back of the painting will also maybe ombre to white at a different like rate. Ombre, gradient to white. I feel like ombre has been like, permanently enmeshed in my like little lexicon due to like beauty stuff. But I feel like the art term is more often gradient. Did I just put her? I know how to draw thumbs. I know what hands thumbs go on. I definitely know where thumbs go anatomically on the body, for sure. Again, as I said, we're all going on a learning journey together. Glad you guys are here with me on this magical journey where we learn where thumbs go. Speaking of thumbs, I'm sure she'll join at some point. She has been a tiny little monster. Purple sent me flowers for Valentine's Day because she's the best friend I could ever have in the whole wide world. The best friend in the universe. And Thumbs was trying to eat the flowers because she's a dick. Thumb go inside. Well, see, I initially put the thumb inside because that's what makes sense, but when hands are like this, then they go outside. It's like a whole thing. It's weird that thumbs can like just be all the fuck over the place. Kind of like Thumbelina. Thumbs really can just be all the fuck over the place. I feel like this is a very tiny hand for a very long arm. It most definitely is. Yeah. Well, I'll leave that for a second and then we'll fuck with it momentarily. At least it has, you know, a properly oriented thumb. And do I want... Actually, I do think it's better for the body to like flow this way and then kick back out the other direction. Because then the eye will kind of go like that, is what I'm hoping. Possibly, we'll see. AI art fingies, listen. Oh, there was a thing on Twitter the other day where, oh my god, Ferbert's been yelling at me about his cat food for like the last hour, and I just heard it go off downstairs. Oh good, he's already down there, that's good. Oh, also I have an Instacart order for groceries that I, oh shit, that there's a bunch of changes on already. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Oh damn, okay, and that was it. He got everything else. Perfect. Oh, I don't have to worry about it anymore, but I will have to go down and sign for it because it does have a booze in it. So. Oh yeah, there was a really funny thing on Twitter the other day where people were like, oh, this person, like, this is some fucking trash. AI art, da 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 da, like, fuck you. And it turned out the person was just kind of bad at art. So that's a fun thing that people have to deal with now. Accusations when you're just, like, learning and not good at something. Yeah. I can't imagine how, like, bummed I would be. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Like, there have been a few witch hunts already, and it's largely people who, it's the whole, what's the thing where there's, like, the curve? The Dunning-Kruger effect, where people who know, like, a little bit about AI and a little bit about art are like, I know fake art when I see it. I'm trying to figure out how to paint a mini to look like it was done by AI. Ooh, that could be, like, a fun... See, if you do it as, like, a bit... Oh, shit, I forgot to hit record time-lapse. The only problem with... I gotta put these windows down at the bottom of this screen. So that I actually look at them and see when I haven't clicked on them. Anyways. Yeah, I think this hand may be up way too high for where I want it to be. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, the whole Dunning-Kruger effect, it's definitely always people who are just informed enough to, like, sound like they know what they're talking about and rile people up and start a witch hunt about it. And just confident enough to, like, not listen to other people when other people are like, I'm pretty sure that's okay. Like, I'm pretty sure that artifact can just be caused by, like, sketching. And they're like, no. I think I know AI art when I see it. So debate streamers. Yeah. The overlap of that Venn diagram is probably like an eclipse a little bit. I would not be surprised. Okay, I think this will be a little bit better. Yeah. We'll see. No, I think it needs to be a little bit lower still. Nope. Oh god. I'm good at art, I swear, guys. I didn't mean to chop off half of her face when I did that. Okay. Has anybody watched Dr. Death? Also, has anybody watched Based on a True Story? because I recommend both of those things. No? Okay. Dr. Death is pretty fucking wild. Largely because it's, you know how, so it's based on a true story. It's like a dramatization of a true story. And you know, with dramatizations of stuff, you're like, they like probably amp this up. Like, it's probably not that crazy. Like, wow, that's gnarly. But that's probably not exactly what happened in real life. So, on Peacock Network, they have the like dramatization of it, and then they have documentary, like actual documentaries about it. And so I watched the dramatization, and then I watched the documentary after, and the documentary was more crazy. Like, I think there were things that they left out because it was like, this would just seem like kind of contrived nonsense if we actually like put it in. It would seem over the top. It would seem, nobody's gonna believe this. But it was like, it for real happened. And I recommend watching in that order. Dramatization first and then documentary, because I feel like you kind of get invested in these characters and how they're portrayed and stuff. And then you see like the real characters of them and you're like, oh wow, like you're even more or exactly as much as a piece of shit as your character in the show. Wild. So yeah, I recommend. And there's two Dr. Deaths? There's like 2 seasons of Dr. Death, and then there's 2 documentaries. One is like one movie, and then one is like a multi-part series. And it's all about like the medical system and how these pretty fucked up doctors were able to get away with like just like maiming people. And because of like a profit incentivized system, they were basically just allowed to fly under the radar over and over again at the cost of people's lives. So it is kind of, I will say it is somewhat depressing to watch, but more interesting than depressing, so I do recommend it. Okay, so this side is going to be the more interesting one. And I'm not sure whether this is going to be this zoomed in of a figure or not yet. We're going to try it at this, in these proportions, and then we're going to, and then we'll see what happens with it and see how it goes. We'll play around with it. And this is what I'm talking about, where I feel like I kind of want her to have a dynamic kind of like pose, like, but it might better serve the painting for her to be more symmetrical, you know? We'll see. No, I can draw. I can somewhat draw fingers. Okay, there we go. No AI hands on this one. Maybe a little bit AI hands. As a treat. Yeah, no, I think the more I look at this, the more I kind of want her... The problem is I've done a lot of forward-facing female bodies. Like my website one is like a forward-facing torso. So maybe what I do is I do like a more static 3/4 view. Like it can be static and the focus can be on like the graphical elements, but the pose itself will be kind of a 3/4 view. And then I think that will kind of like fulfill, her head will have to be a little bit less, a little bit more like this, a little bit. Her hands will have to shift over a little bit, but yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that's what we'll do over here. Yeah. How's this look small? Yeah. I may switch the sides that the hands are on currently. Yes, that's what I'll do. And then I will have to correct this arm a little bit too. But that'll be fine. I did like how I drew that shoulder, but I'll draw a better one. That'll be good. Yeah. Looking at this small, I'm already much happier with how it's panning out. I don't know what I'm going to do with her hair yet, though. I was thinking that initially I had an idea of white hands kind of blending into like white hair that kind of trails back behind her, but I think that that'll blend together too much and not be visually what I want it to be. I think this needs to be a little bit lower, like gonna be a very foreshortened arm. I hope it'll look right. Oh god. This will be fine. I'm sure I know how to draw foreshortened arms. Sometimes. Roughly. Ooh, the problem is if the angle that I'm doing it at kind of relies on rendering to make the foreshortening look better. And I'm explicitly going to be like I'm getting rid of rendering on some of the parts. You know what? We'll fuck around with it. We'll see how it goes. We'll play with it. This is a painting that I've had bouncing around in my head for like a couple weeks now, so this may be a multi-night stream before then I get back to commissions. We'll see. I think it'll work out. My Instacart order is on the way. Okay, 6:37 p.m. is ETA. It's 6:13 right now. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Yeah. I think the 3/4 angle is the correct one to do. Get out of here, menu bar. What the heck? That is so annoying. So rude. We'll see. I gave her kind of a large alien head. New piece, non-commission? Yes. And then I will get back to commissions after that. It's just been a wee bit busy over here in my real life, and I want to do some art for that I've had bouncing around in my head. So, I think the proportions, I think the angle of this is what I want it to be. I'm not 100% happy with this elbow over here. I think it's gonna need to be, I think I'll need to fuck with this elbow a little bit. I think that, because it'll have to be like the sharp point of the elbow will have to be there, and it'll have to be like that, and then the arm will go around like that. But, okay, so we know this part is good, but I think its proportion on the page is, and why the fuck is it that big? I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like this. Hello? So, it's either going to be something bigger like this, and she'll partially break out of that, like, kind of back, the shape in the back framing her. Maybe even off screen. It's possible. Who knows? I do think so, actually. Okay, well, let me duplicate this layer and then we'll... Oh, hi, Ferbert. Did you eat all your food? What a good boy. Okay. Yeah, so like this, or like... What's the shortcut? T? Okay, interesting. Also, I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. So this is gonna be like, we'll aim for 9:30. We'll aim for 9:30, but I'm not gonna get on my own case if I stop at 8:30. Because I did a lot today. Installed security cameras. Although the problem, and I'm this chipper, it's because I'm excited because I haven't had like the free time to stream or do art. And I haven't had the free time to install a security system or do some of the other chores and stuff I did today. So today was like a good day. I got to do a bunch of stuff today. And I talked to one of my best friends last night, which was part of the reason I only got a few hours of sleep. Because my friend likes to call late at night. Sam, I've talked about on this stream before. The art friend from way back in the day in high school. So, yeah. It was a good conversation because I hadn't talked to him for a bit. And we got to talk art and talk shop in that way, which was really, really fun. So, worthwhile. If you had friends you would call late at night. I feel like anybody else in my life, actually even Sam, I had been ignoring his late night calls for months because I was just too busy and I needed my sleep more, but last night I was like, no, today I can sleep in. Forgetting that I knew a delivery was coming in the morning, and since the packages keep getting stolen, I like woke up in a fucking panic and like sprinted down the stairs to go get it. It's a whole thing. Because it was the camera getting delivered today, and wouldn't it be such a terrible irony to have the camera that I want to use to see who the package thief is get stolen by the package thief? I would be But yeah, mostly do not, I mean, call your friends late at night if you have to. But since I know Sam also just makes social calls late at night, not depressed calls, late night calls often get ignored because I got shit to do at 2:30 in the morning, and that shit is called sleeping and recovering and trying to operate on a normal human schedule. I think if he wasn't my friend from high school, who I have a lot of like nostalgia for, I would probably never answer the two. Hey, listen, I'm doing my best to sleep. It's not my fault if sleep doesn't meet me halfway, you know? Although I think that, like, so during the pandemic, my doctor had me on, like, she gave me, like, a huge vitamin regimen. Looks like I wasn't, like, going outside and stuff, and I was not getting proper nutrition, etc., etc. But I've been, like, seeing sunlight. I mean, it's been rainy here, so maybe not as much this past week. I want this bottom bar to go away. It keeps popping up and it keeps getting in the way of me drawing. Please stop being a dick. But I think maybe part of my lack of sleep this past month is that it was time to like buy more vitamins again, and it's like an awful lot of vitamins, and it's kind of a pain. Like I have to sort out my pill thing every month, and it's like a whole bunch, and you have to take a bunch in the morning and a bunch at night. It's like a whole thing, and I was like, I want to see how it goes not taking these. And then maybe I'll introduce them like one by one and see if there's like any benefit to them. Some of them I don't think I need anymore because I do like get out and I get exercise and good food and stuff like that. But I'm wondering, bitch, are you serious? Thumbelina. No. Yeah? I don't know if you guys can hear her talking and arguing with me. Madam. But yeah, I think that maybe like magnesium for sleep. You hear the chittering, yeah. God, you know what that word reminds me of? Okay, this is kind of a deep cut. Has anybody seen the movie Flight of Dragons? Have I talked about this on stream before? I feel like I must have, because this is like a core kind of movie memory for me a little bit. I can play the theme song on the piano, actually. That and Jurassic Park and one Evanescence song, which Sam, the late night phone call friend, taught me. And then there was a beautiful Instagram song that I'm going to send him, and he's going to learn it on the piano and then teach me that too. Maybe? Yeah, here, let's see if will I get like in copyright trouble if I play like the little intro? Is there like a Flight of Dragons trailer? Ooh, I just almost knocked over my wine. Dragons trailer? We'll see. But if you did, it was like 5. Yeah, it's an old movie. It is. There are certain facets of it that do not age super well. And actually now I'm rethinking whether I took away the right message of it. I think the message is that like magic and science are cool and can coexist, and like science is magic. Woo! Which is awesome. I like that message. But also there's some tropes of like, oh, it's like a hero and like the maiden is helpless and kind of somewhat useless. Like she does something, but oh, here we go. Here's a trailer. Let's see. Oh no, this is an ad, not a trailer. Is the Daily Motion a video site? That's so strange. I thought that was like a... Okay, here we go. I've never actually watched the trailer before, so we'll see. Is this too big? Does that center right? It's too big.
There was a time between the waning age of enchantment and the dawning age of logic, when dragons ruled the skies, free and unencumbered. must have noticed our magic powers have been growing dim. I'm summoning my brothers to a meeting. Our first in 4 centuries. My brother Solarius, the Blue Wizard. And my brother Lotajal, the Golden Wizard.
Listen, it's good. I think. Maybe.
Omadon, the Red Wizard. Master of that heartless magic the world calls black.
It's because man is choosing logic over magic.
Worlds of magic and logic must exist side by side, not destroy each other. I will not concede defeat by this modern world. I have weapons you will not dare.
I think that's James Earl Jones, by the way.
Our request for this sacred mission to steal the Red Crown of Omadon. We will enlist the aid of allies who share our beliefs. Mortals, enchanted folk, beasts, dragons.
Oh, there was a badass girl in this. I forgot.
And death be thy destination.
Grasping hand, dark and fearsome, to take their hearts and extinguish all hope.
No!
Deny me, and you deny all magic.
I am victorious.
So I was hoping that it would maybe have like the theme song. That music is not at all the music. If you've seen like The Last Unicorn, it's more like that kind of music, not that like kind of like overly epic. That was like it felt a little bit. That was not the vibe of the movie. Also, I think I'm supposed to. I got an Instacart notice. Get ready to meet 6:31. Oh, I need my ID for the booze. Anyways, it's an amazing movie. I feel like I should do like a Discord watch party for it sometimes, and sometime I make everybody suffer through it with me because it's incredible. It's a delight, and everybody should get to see this movie at least once in their life. So, I think I like this better, where you see more of her body and she's a little bit more contained in the frame. But there's a tangent right here. So I either need to decide to have like her... Hi, baby. Have you not figured out that this is like a little bit suboptimal? Why you keep jumping up here? Why do you keep jumping up here? What's the plan, madam? What are you doing with your life? Oh, big stretch. You cannot sleep on my keyboard, though. I'm so sorry. I know. I am the meanest. How dare I? So the options for this are... I could scooch the body up a bit, I could scooch this rectangle down a bit, or I could do something with the hair where it like... Oh, actually? Yeah, this might be what I go with. Okay, they're here. I'll be right back. You know what? Instead of writing illegibly, I'm gonna actually use the BRB screen that I have. I have it for a reason. Okay, I'll be right back. Like 2 minutes. I don't think I have that much recyclable stuff, or not recyclable. Refrigeratable? That's the word I'm looking for. Be right back. I forgot to grab my ID. I just ran all the way down the stairs and all the way back up. Okay. put my ideas in here. Yes, okay. Be right back for real. Okay. I'm back. Everything is... You know what I just realized? I should... Where is it? Split cam. Cintiq. Okay. Let's see. What did I just realize? I realized something and I was going to say something. Oh, I remember. I should have my art on my BRB screen. Why do I have this like nondescript just Like, it's pretty. I'm happy with the effect I did. But it's not really representative in any way of my art, so it feels like a missed opportunity a little bit. Why am I using 100% disk space? Why? I think I need to, like, do something with my computer. I don't know. Yeah, right. I never questioned it either. I just realized I was like, Also, bro, why? That was so unnecessary. Are you okay? That was very silly. Okay. Delilah looked very perturbed that she was the one who had made that noise. Poor silly dumb baby. Yeah, I think that I think I definitely am gonna do the hair flowing up. Maybe not as wide as I have it sketched out, but I think that that's ultimately something that I really... Ma'am, why do you keep doing this? What are you doing? Why is this the thing that you keep doing? I don't have any salami. Like, what's... Here, let me scooch forward so you guys can see her. I've been eating salami sandwiches lately. And I eat them. She wants the attention tonight, and I think she also wants the salami, because lately, like, the only time I've been, like, playing video games or chilling at my computer is when I'm, like, eating something. And so I think she started to associate me sitting down at my computer with salami time. So her instinct isn't totally, like, she's not just being needy for attention. She's also being, are you just a little beggar? Are you a little food beggar? You are, ma'am. Oh, wait, what have I done? Wrong layer. Here we go. And now she's just sitting on the table next to me, staring at me. Bruh, I don't have food right now. I ate a sandwich before stream because I was prepared. Got my shit together today. Mostly. I have my shit together as much as I have my shit together on stream days where my cameras don't work and where my microphone doesn't work. Man, I'm still so mad that I was like, yes, cameras are all set up, microphone's working, and then Zaris was immediately like, oh, mic's dead. Good grief. Good grief, this streaming setup. But I'm getting close to having enough stuff organized that I can rearrange my desk setup so that I can get the monitor arm for the Cintiq, rearrange everything, and have, like, when I do that, I'm gonna redo all my cords and have, like, beautiful cord management. And hopefully my in that new setup, since I won't have a mini fridge plugged in anymore, my monitor won't just turn off randomly. Has anybody played 7 Days to Die? Because I've been playing 7 Days to Die lately, and it's not great when your monitor turns off for like 5 to 45 seconds in the middle of that. It's kind of suboptimal, a little bit. So, yeah, it would behoove me to fix this setup so that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, could be, it's a little bit problematic. It's caused a little bit of chaos from time to time. How about Project Zomboid? Has anybody played that? Because I, like, briefly tried to play that the other day, but nope, you've watched that too? What's, like, the way you're supposed to play that? Because I played it briefly solo and I was like, okay, I think I kind of get this. But then I just died. And I'm wondering if it's, like, more fun with other people. Or is it supposed to be like kind of like that where it's like, yeah, you just, when you're dead, you're dead? I mean, that makes sense, but like, it seems very, you don't know. Okay. Maybe I'll just have to play more. We'll see. It's not a high priority on my list. Zomboid would be fun to play. You're just watching someone try and find all the rubber ducks. I didn't find a single rubber duck. I didn't know that that was something that I was supposed to do. But Zomboid would be fun to play. Would that be like a good RP Town game? Could be. Did you see the Rust RPG server rebranded to... I can't remember the name. It's not even the Rust RPG server anymore. It's the... Do I even... How do I find this in my server list? Oh no. Oh, this is so sad that I don't... They didn't change the logo on it or anything, did they? I feel like I would have had that somewhere in my list. Uh-oh, I don't. What's it called? Oh, no, it is. They changed the icon. Nascent. Oh, thank you. You typed it in chat. I just was too busy going on my own little journey. Black and white end logo now. I don't know if I want to change that logo a little bit, but like I like facets of it. Okay, see you in a second. How do I make this big? Can I hold this up to the screen and make it visible? I suppose I could open Discord and show it in Discord, but maybe I'm just gonna be a Luddite. Yeah, it's not... Okay, I'm gonna back it up a little bit. I don't like the offset of it. I like the idea of it. I don't like that that lonely little L shape is in that corner all by itself. It stresses me out. Maybe that's something that I'll fuss around with and do a thing. Okay, so we have this sketch. I think I'm happy with this where it's at. I actually think that I'm not. Wait, hold up. I think that I'm almost happy with this sketch. I think that this hip and leg need to be kicked out a little bit. And then I will be happy with this sketch. Yeah. Isn't it funny how much of a difference that makes? Yeah, that was necessary. Alrighty. I need to make a folder for bullshit nonsense that doesn't matter anymore. Okay, there's that. There's that. There's this. There's this. I don't know if this blue is going to stay this color. Maybe it should just be darker. Ooh, I kind of like that. Maybe it should be... Oh, I kind of like this actually. Maybe like a rich dark ochre, kind of like a... Yeah. You know what's so funny? I've been getting into like burgundy. Not specifically burgundy though, but like... What is this color that I'm into right now? It's like a slightly translucent burgundy brown. You good? You gonna knock more shit down? What's the plan? Okay. I believe in you. But there's a color that has like... Nope, it's not that color. It's like a cross between... It's like what a dark vermilion would be. Like a dark translucent vermilion. It's like this, but with... It's like this, kind of. What is this color called? There used to be a website where you could pick a color, or like color pick it, and it would tell you what the because burgundy I associate with being a little bit more purpley. This is like more brown. It's like a dark vermilion is what it is. What the fuck is dark vermilion called? Find color name by hex code. Color name. Find the name of the color you love. Wonderful. Okay. By hex. Okay. What did I just do? How do I color pick this? We'll see what this is called. Oops. Not this, no thank you. That's not the color that I typed in. I typed in... Wait, why is that? Oh, it's because it was missing a number. Whoops. It's called French Puce. Oh, fuck off. Come on. Wine red is an adjacent color. Puce is like the worst word. I don't want that to be this color that I like. That's not my favorite color. Tints, tones, no, I don't need that. Oh, I don't care. This site is terrible. We're looking on a different site. There's maybe a different name for it. Because I know there's one site that would show you like the... Here, I'll bring this down here and we can go on this this journey together. Maybe it's this one. Ranging from alabaster to zinwaldite. Cool. Oh, wait. Here we go. Oh, this is the site that I remember! Yes. Oh, it's not letting me paste it. That's annoying. 4C1306. Okay. Oh, now can I type it? No. Oh, where's the numbers then? 4C1306. Mahogany. Oh! Oh, I like that much better. Okay, mahogany is much better than French puce. Oh, but this isn't the one that shows me adjacent colors. That's annoying. Okay. But I respect... But the problem is, like, if you Google mahogany... The problem is with, like, picking a... Oh, no. Okay. No, see, there's so many colors, and not all of these are the right ones. But mahogany seems to be, like, the closest color that... Okay, it's not that one. It's not that one. Type color. 4C... 1306? 1306. 1306. I got that number memory. Indian tan. Okay, here we go. Bulgarian rose, chocolate brown, heath, rustic red, Indian tan. All of these are... Jesus Christ, why are there so many ads? Okay. I can accept this. These are good colors. But yeah, so that's a color I'm kind of obsessed with lately, and I think it goes well with my... I think it coordinates nicely with my, like, sunset, sunrise kind of, like, color schemes that I do pretty frequently. I think it's, like, a good dark contrast to those. And I think that I want to try and use that more in some ways. I think I need a darker contrasting color in a lot of the work that I do. And I think I've often used a lot of, like, rich, like, periwinkles and purples, but I've been leaning towards this more. And I think that it'll show up nicely in my stuff. So this will be a little test of that. We'll find out. All right, so let's make that a little bit more translucent. What color do I want to make this lady? I feel like the last couple illustrations I did... Oh no, I guess that lady was tan. The lady on the screen right now is a little bit tan and white hair. Why do I keep drawing ladies with white hair? Because it's so easy to make iridescent and fun to render. Maybe I won't make this lady have white hair. Maybe she'll have... Maybe that's where this color will appear. She'll have this color red hair. Yo, okay. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that that's a extremely solid plan, and I think it'll look really, really good. It's to pick up colors from all layers. Ooh, why is it transitioning to pink though? I would rather it be kind of yellow around the edges. Yeah, no, I think that this is the correct move here. Yeah. This is more the color that I think it should transition to. Pigment mode in this program is just such a wonderful, glorious feature. It's so good. A smaller brush for that though. Alrighty. I guess it can also have, you know what I've also been thinking that I need to do more of is really lean hard into doing contrasting colors in the same elements, like doing, so I have this whatever mahogany, French puce, I've already forgotten the other color names it was, shade as the highlights in this hair. But I'm also going in and adding some of this, like, not periwinkle, like lilac kind of shade in here. And a lot of the times I've felt like, oh, if I'm highlighting and illustrating and rendering things in a certain way, the highlights to something, if it's in this lighting and this is the highlight color, it should, like logically, it should all be that color because that's how lighting works. But that's falling into that same trap of like, oh, things have to make sense. And that's just a bullshit nonsense trap because look at how much cooler it looks now that I've done this. Like, just, wait, what is happening? Something is wrong. Oh goodness, okay, I didn't really want that to be that intense. Welcome back. You've missed a bit of a color journey, but I'm excited about it. I was just talking about how one of the things that I'm going to start doing lately, or that I'm going to start doing more of, is instead of just doing lighting that makes sense according to like lighting physics, like I picked this kind of coppery color, like sienna color, for the highlights of her hair. And I think it works really well against this, the like wine-rich shade or whatever it is, French puce. But doing a contrasting like cool tone color, like this lilac and a little bit of this periwinkle, makes it so much better and so much richer, even though it doesn't like make actual sense. Like, realistically, it doesn't matter, and I shouldn't fall into that pattern of feeling like I need to make something work realistically, because that's what we spent last year getting away from. So I'm going to lean into that even harder this year, I think. Rule of cool, baby. Wait, is that a thing? Please tell me about that. I need to educate me. Sorry, that was very demanding. Please kindly share your knowledge because it sounds like good shit that is very applicable. I'm unaware of the rule of cool. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Is this like a really common art thing that I've just somehow like missed my whole life? I'm gonna have to yell at my mom and my grandma. I mean, it's usually used in reference to storytelling or game mechanics. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. I'm not good at either of those things. Those are outside of my realm. Like to the point where I thought you were kind of doing a bit. But basically realism should take a backseat to cool if the cool improves the thing or the realism makes it less Oh, yeah! I'm sorry. Okay. I think I have heard this before. I'm sorry. I thought you meant cool as in cool toned because like cooler colors because I was talking about using a cool tone color and that's what my brain was stuck on. And I was like, man, is there like a color scheme like rule that I've like never heard of? How is this possible? I love colors so much. Like this is my whole like identity and personality is based around how much I love colors and art and stuff. But I think I definitely have heard of it before I was asleep. Yeah. Thank you for generously helping excuse that for me. Very kind. But yeah, I think this is something that I really like doing in my art. And so I'm going to find ways to definitely do more of it. I think it works, it lends itself well towards like the style, to pushing the styles that I like to do. And so I think it's just going to be wholly beneficial largely to lean into it. Maybe I should chill and maybe render the rest of the painting before I spend this entire painting just doing her hair, as much as I'm vibing with this right now. Like it's pretty, I'm definitely not mad about how her hair is turning out, but there's a whole rest of the painting that I should possibly work on. Yeah, okay. Oh, but look at that like bright, crisp blue over there. This was a good choice. I'm happy with this. You know what, probably why I'm happy with this? Because it kind of looks like iridescence or like a chromatic aberration a little bit at the sides of this. So of course my brain loves that. That tracks for like who I am as a person in terms of my visual tastes. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna yeah, okay, this is going well. But we gotta figure out how we're gonna draw this girl's body. Like, what color is she gonna be? So I feel like I drew that really pale girl for my website. I don't think I want to do another pale girl. I think maybe I'll do like a very... You know how there's like a difference between like Hollywood tan and like Waterworld tan? Like it's the same thing between like glamour muscles and functional muscles, I feel like. There's like tan that people get from working in the sun. And then there's tan that people get that's like just very uniform and kind of flat and bleh. So we're not gonna do the flat bleh kind of tan. We're gonna do the Waterworld kind of tan maybe with kind of different areas that are more tan and different areas that are less tan. Where the sun hits more, it'll be more... Like, she's not going to have a farmer's tan. Don't get me wrong. This person is going to be tan overall because I'm going to paint her as if she's spends 100% of her life nude, because that's how most of my characters that I paint, I think, probably lead their lives. But I need to get this little green in here a little bit. Too much green. Way too much green. Maybe a little bit more like this. Maybe still too much green. But it's not going to be like spray tan. How am I going to do that? No, I think that still tracks, because there's definitely like a difference between people who go to like the beach all the time and then people who just get a spray tan. This is still logical and everything's going to make sense. And it'll give you an opportunity to use more of a similar shade to this rust tone, and it'll make more contrast to fade down into white at the bottom of the painting, which is what I was planning on doing initially. Now, do I want to do that if I make her tan, though? We'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. I do think it'll be, composition-wise, probably a good thing to have. Oh, but it doesn't contrast as well against the framing. No, this will still work. Okay. Maybe instead of doing an ombre down to white at the bottom, I can do an ombre down to some of the same colors that are echoed at the top of the painting, like a bright like lilac and indigo mix or something like that, or bright saturated periwinkle color. I think that'll be cool. We'll see. We'll fuss around with it and see how it pans out. Also, did I tell you guys how I made a milk punch? Do you guys know what milk washed cocktails are? Milk punches or fat washed cocktails are? And did I talk about how I made one for New Year's Eve? I've mentioned it. I'm making another one. I'm very excited. I think this is a solid choice so far. Oh my god, am I just like missing the entire bottom of the... Whoops. Didn't realize there was more to this painting. I actually don't love that. I think maybe I should cut off part of the painting, or... Oh, okay, actually when I do that, that makes it more acceptable. A little bit more appealing, but I feel like there should be... If you can see that far down, maybe it would be more like... Damn. I think I should crop the painting a little bit, maybe, because I don't want to... Yeah, I think that's distracting. I think that's terrible. Balls. Okay. That's better. Okay. So anyways, the first milk punch I made was... What did I do? Oh, it was a mango rosemary black tea brandy. Why is the music not back on? I mean, obviously it's because I didn't turn it back on. I like how I asked as if it was somebody else's responsibility. Like, who didn't turn Spotify back on, guys? What the heck? But yeah, so the last one was mango rosemary black tea with brandy and rum. This time I'm making like a play on an Arnold Palmer, like an alcoholic Arnold Palmer. But so far it's straining. And I think it is more sweet tea heavy than lemon heavy. And the problem with milk punches is like you make it all first and then you strain it. I don't know if I can add acid to it after I've already started the straining process. So it's going to be interesting to solve for this. We'll find out. Okay, I'm going to make a copy of this body. Lock transparency. And then we're going to see what it looks like when I do the thing that I was planning on doing. And have the silhouette of the white hands over the face. Fading down into a gradient on the R's. And I may make the gradient more extended than this, but we're going to start at this length first. Oh, I accidentally drew over her fingers. Whoops. I'll fix that later. Pigment layer was off again. Damn. Okay. So I was initially thinking something like this, but I think it needs to be extended further down her arms for it to make more sense visually. Yeah, okay, that's better. And then the other plan was to have it also fade up from the bottom this way. I can't decide if I like this or not, or whether this is something that I should save for a different painting, possibly. I wonder if it'll make it better if I also do the gradient in the back that I was thinking. I'm not sold. What if instead I... Oh, shoot. I just did this in the most foolish way I could have done. Okay, oh well, it's fine. Okay. Hang on. I guess it wasn't the most foolish way, it was just... It's definitely a choice. How do I... Nope. Can I go like this? Go like this. My nose is itchy. I have cat hair on it. Will this let me colorize this? No. It will not. I think like this. Interesting. Not what I was intending, but might actually be what I do. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, what? Okay. So again, I guess pulling the tones and colors from up top in the hair too dark. I don't know if this is as viable as I'm hoping for it to be. Yo, what the heck? Yeah, I think maybe this is not the painting that I will do. Come on. White accents on. I think I wanted to do fun, bold graphic design stuff, but I think for this painting, the leaning into the colors is a better choice. And then that'll give me the opportunity to make the color in her hair glow too. Oh no, baby. Butterball. Why are you horking? My little lady is horking up a storm back there. Little quirky lady. Not a good look. What about if I go like this? No. What about if I go like this? I think this may be the correct move. Because this is echoing the way that skin looks in shadow. Yeah, this is the right move. Yeah. Okay. I was a little bit sad about not doing the white gradient look for this, but now I think it's going to be much better for it. The only question is whether I want to, hold up, let me try something. Whether I want to make her hands dark blue or whether I want to make them glowy. Interesting. Let's see. Let's fuck around and find out. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I guess I can't click buttons while it's saving. Valid. This is gonna go in that group. 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 Yeah, okay, that looks good. This looks good. How did I miss this little spot? Oh, actually, I forgot why I wanted to have her hands turned to white in the first place. I was gonna add some lilies to this painting. I was gonna add some flowers somewhere in this. Maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe that's too many things. I think that could be too many things. What I do want to try though is some watercolor with a ton of water. Bro, what? There we go. Why am I vibrating? Okay. And I know that there's a way to use gravity. I like lilies. Yeah, I want to add lilies, but like I'm wondering if, like along with the white, maybe this is not the painting to do it in. Maybe this painting is going on its own journey without me, and I am supposed to be just here for it. Okay. So they're blending together, but they're not blending down. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. Foolishness. Absolute foolishness. Where is just water? Is it just that? Yes, okay. I feel like there's a... How do I see the... Show what? Okay. That's the tool I was looking for. Don't worry. It's not gonna... This is just showing where the water is. I'm not actually painting this dumb. I promise. No, that's not what I want to do. This, okay. So I think... Oh my god, wait, is that the biggest the watercolor tool can get? Oh goodness. Alright, well, alright, well. Okay. And then a little bit more of this. And a little bit of this. Okay, and then we wait for it to all blend together. Maybe? I feel like when I did this before it was faster. Oh yeah, I don't have the patience for this. I think I'll add a bunch more water to this brush. And then try that again. And maybe do it from the ground up instead of the top down. All right. It's been a minute since I've used the watercolors in this program. And I thought that, what do these buttons do? Line smoothing, show brush changes, no. Is there a window that controls? Oh, there's a tilt window. Oh. Okay, I don't know. This is a little bit arcane. It does look like it's blending just very, very slow and not in a way that's visually interesting or what I want. Okay. What if we go... like this and just add a bunch more water. What does that do? This is so weird because I truly love the water effect this app had, the watercolor effect this app had before. I don't know what happened. Yeah, well, whatever happened, it's kind of bland. I don't love it. Yeah. Okay, guess we won't be doing that. I guess we can work on... Oh, we can test and see if we want to do blue hands or not. That's what we can do. And I suppose that would... Nope, wrong tool. I suppose that would open up an interesting path for lighting choices. Like if these hands do look like they're glowing, then it could look really cool to light her face as if they were. But that may also be going directly against the idea of like a more design heavy one. We'll see. Oh, I picked a poor color choice. This really just looks like latex medical gloves. Okay, guess we need a little bit more blue or purple in there. Oh my god, this just looks like a different color of latex medical gloves. Fuck. Oh no. No, this could be worse. Maybe the key will be making it a gradient so that it doesn't look like medical gloves. Or maybe the glowing hands just aren't going to be part of this painting. Maybe that's yet another idea that was initially the main goal of this, but as this painting has progressed, has no longer been part of the endgame strategy. We'll see. Remember I was like all energetic and chipper earlier? Now that 4 hours of sleep is hitting me a little bit more. We'll see. Yeah, definitely doing a gradient on these makes it less of a like flat kind of just graphic lines thing. What if I just like make a band of color across her boobs so I don't get in trouble on Twitch? Maybe more like this color. Maybe more on this layer. There could be a front box and a back box. Actually, I don't hate this. Oh, you guys are fighting this time. I don't know if there's a Nusha and a Thumbelina. Oh. And Thumbelina just almost decided to... You hear your name? You little problem child? She just walked over like she was going to pick a fight with Butter and then thought better of it because she may be a dumb idiot baby, but she's at least learned that butter will absolutely rock her in a fight. Yeah, I actually don't hate this. However, do I want to have it be like this? I think I do want it like that. Oh man. That's actually fucking cool. The only sad part is, like, I feel like I drew her boobs really well and now I don't get to draw them more. What happens if I go like this? Not as cool. Nobu on Twitch, yeah. Okay, here are 3 options. We're gonna show 3 potential... No. What is happening? Oh man, I truly cannot wait for that keyboard to ship out, because every day my keyboard does a new terrifying thing. The other day it started taking screenshots over and over again and just wouldn't stop. And it kept making the noise too. It was a whole saga. And then right now, for some reason, it thinks I'm holding down the control button. And I'm not. And I would like it to stop thinking that, please. Okay, so the third option for boobs is... I gotta label this. Alright. Maybe it's just because my computer is running in a dumb way. Like, why is it at... Oh no, it's only at 84%. So the other option is to have it be kind of do something where it's like follows the volume of the body a little bit. But that might be disobeying the rule of cool and trying to make it... Yeah, it kind of just looks like she's wearing a bandeau top now. Oof. It's getting angry at me at lagging when I'm trying to draw. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I think this is the worst option. Damn. I thought it might be like a cool looking option, but no, the opposite. Okay, so the best option is just that. Got it. Noted. There's that. There's this. There's that. Oh my god, why is it doing this? Everything's fine. This computer is definitely functioning as intended. 100%. $7:30? Okay. I think I'll work on rendering the face. The boob rule is stupid, but I think I'm also doing this in like a design way. I think. You gonna sneeze? Also, hi Amanda. How's it going? I had much more energy earlier. I'm gonna go till 8:30, I think. But yeah. There were originally different... Oh, really? Oh, shit! I demand pics, or will we see you soon and I'll get to see... Is it like a bob, or is it like a pixie cut, or... I forget how long your hair was, what length it would be now with 10 inches off of it. I'm curious. I feel like you could pull off either one of those beautifully. I feel like have you pulled off one of those in the time that I've known you? I feel like if I'd gotten more sleep, I would be better at answering any of these questions. Let's see. But for now, let's illustrate some shit. You just did your own straight cut. Oh, nice. Let me see. Oh, it's so cute! Oh, that looks so good on you. Fuck yeah. I love it. You've had short hair before. Every few years I chop it all off. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes your, what are these muscles called? Are these traps? I always forget which ones are traps and which ones are lats. I know that people talk about these a fair amount. But, whatever this part is, it looks really flattering on you. It's nice. I feel like as an artist and as somebody who's like done weightlift, traps are on top. Yes, okay, nice. I feel like I should know this as somebody who like likes anatomy and also has done some weightlifting. Like you would think that would be knowledge that I would, after this many years, somehow have stored it somewhere in my brain. But you'd be incorrect. You don't remember squat from your anatomy and life drawing classes? I feel like I've learned more about anatomy doing like weightlifting stuff or yelling at incels on the internet. Like when they are like, that person has negative canthal tilt, they're like, they should rope, and it's like, I had to figure out what a canthal tilt was to be able to argue against it. I'm pretty sure I have a negative canthal tilt. But I think that's undergoing a renaissance in women with things like puppy eyes, which I still am always going to lean towards liking cat eyes better. I think it suits my face better. But it's nice to know that puppy eyes are a thing. And that I can broaden that horizon if I ever want to. What happens if I go like this? Iliac crest. Iliac crest, isn't that the side, like, this? Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong layer. Like is it that thing? Yeah! Fucking nailed it. I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Yay. Every once in a while. Every once in a while. Can't tell if this is a correct choice. Or whether it looks like a drop shadow. and whether I like that. I actually think I might like that. Possibly. Orange needs... Yeah, no, that helps definitely add texture and some richness to this. I think. Oh, goodness. Maybe I'll go till 8 o'clock. I feel like I'm going a little earlier than I expected to. I did do a lot of like random physical labor today. Climbing up on a wall, installing cameras, and moving a bunch of shit around to be able to do that. So maybe it's not totally foolish for me to be tired right now. And on low sleep. Oh, that's what it is. It's probably the combination of exertion and low sleep. This tracks. Does this look like somebody put a piece of blue tape over the painting and there's like a drop shadow under it? I don't know if I like that. I kind of would just rather it be like a subtle kind of thing. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I like this more. That's better. Now I gotta decide. You did a 4-mile walk yesterday and a 45-minute supernatural session today. What is supernatural? My arms are tired. At first I thought you were doing a bit and being like, yeah, I did a 4-mile walk and then watched the show Supernatural for 45 minutes today. But using context clues, I realized that's probably not what you meant. But that's awesome. Oh, I need to get kettlebells, I think. I need to get a kettlebell. The problem is any weights that I order. Supernatural is that fitness game that's like Beat Saber, but it's a full playlist of songs with squats, and lunges. That, I was literally thinking the other day about why with Beat Saber, I wish I didn't have to keep picking a new song. Like sometimes it's nice to have a breather between songs if I'm doing like crazy Expert Plus stuff. But I also wish that I could just like work out like that for like 45 minutes or like half an hour and just like have it just go through like a playlist of the songs. Like if I select favorites on Beat Saber or something, I wish it would just run through those and I just do them in sequence. So yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. I want that. Like I'm actually shocked, like maybe I haven't updated Beat Saber in a very long time because I had tried to mod it so I could add new songs and it didn't work, but then I never like reinstalled it. So it's just a very weird version of Beat Saber that doesn't save any of my progress and also just has the default songs. But I wonder if there's like mods for it or something. I'm surprised that isn't like in a base function of it that like comes with the game that you could like make like workout playlists. But I guess it was supposed to be more like Guitar Hero and less like a fitness program kind of. So I guess it's not totally unreasonable that it doesn't have that. I suppose. What if I go like this? Yep, this was a good choice, I think. maybe not that one so much, but oh man, I didn't perfectly love how that one extended off the page, but the stroke that it did actually ended up being kind of perfect, so I think I have to leave it. Damn. It was the main reason why your VR controllers have those weights. Got it. Oh yeah, I forgot to look those up and get those. Because yeah, Beat Saber is like one of my primary workout things that I do. Because I alternate between like yoga, weightlifting, and Beat Saber. But it's been raining, so I haven't done yoga on my patio. But I've also been sorting through all my clothes. And so there's not as much room in my living room, so I'm mainly just doing a lot of Beat Saber. And occasionally doing some, like, bed yoga. Speaking of clothes, it's been a while since there's been a clothing swap. I have, like, 8 IKEA bags, worth of clothes that I'm either getting rid of or donating or doing something with. I feel like I should organize like a clothing swap. But I also kind of just want to get all the bags out of my living room, so a little bit torn between the two options. We'll see. I have wine, but I also have coconut LaCroix, and I think I'm gonna have some coconut LaCroix. Whoa! For whatever reason? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, man. Okay, so Amazon has been being kind of rude lately. And like every other item I order ends up being delayed for whatever reason. I'm gonna post this in the Discord. The lighting on my glass of wine is very, very pretty right now. And I'm gonna send it to y'all. One moment. Where is it? I guess it's a combination of the lighting, like the 4 different lights I have going on. Anyways, it's very pretty. But yeah, to make one of the cameras work, I needed to get a Wi-Fi repeater. And it was supposed to get here tonight. Now it's getting here tomorrow. By 8 a.m.? Oh man, I didn't know. Okay, maybe I'm not that mad about it. I didn't even know Amazon had deliveries that got there that early. Hi. No. You learned your lesson earlier. This is not a time for jumping up, baby. I have the tablet, dear. My darling dearest. Okay, delivered today, delivered. Okay, well, at least I have the cord to make it happen. Alright, I think I'm going to do some rendering on her face and arms, and then I think that'll be when I call it a night. there a way for me to... If I go like... How do I... Let's see. Delilah. Really? Oh my god. She just slammed her butt into the back of my head. Madam. It's a little bit uncalled for. I guess she's just gonna stay here like this? Ow! Baby! Good grief! This is so rude. Okay, I think the preview's in a better spot now. I think this tracks more. Can I help you? Bro! What are you doing? I know you want to sit here, but I have a keyboard in my lap. No. Madam. Oh, she's purring and purring. I'll hang out with you in a little bit. I'll hang out with you in a little bit. I don't even have the salami. I have no salami, ma'am. Ma'am! Can I help you? You're being adorable, but kind of in the way. You're a little bit in the way. Okay, hang on. Alright, go like this. Whoa, okay. There were probably more graceful ways we could have accomplished that. But, that is not the kind of cats that I have. No, you see that there's a keyboard here. I know you see this. I know you see this, baby. No! My cats... I feel like I've raised my cats mostly well. They're not good with consent. They would get canceled. They're problematic. Okay. I don't know if this is the color of shadows that I'm actually gonna go with. Nope, it's definitely not. It's also certainly not that either. Does that look better? No, it does not. Having a tough time figuring out what color shadows that I want to make in this. Okay, I guess that works. Wow, did I just exactly remake the color of the outline? I did. That's very silly. That's very funny though. At least there's consistency? I don't know. Who knows? I feel like I draw eyes a lot in paintings, and I feel like sometimes... I mean, I like drawing eyes, but I feel like sometimes they end up detracting from the overall painting because as, like, humans, we're inclined to make eye contact and focus on the eyes, and sometimes that makes them the focus when I don't. That's not my goal. So I think I'm going to try and do art with less eyes or obscured eyes or hidden eyes, but where I still... This is what's tricky. I like painting faces. I've been training myself to paint faces my whole fucking life. Those often include eyes, as you may know. So finding out a way to paint intricately rendered faces without also drawing intricately rendered eyes. Like, I guess I could do color blocks across the face like I did across the boobs. But I like the hand option better for now. We'll see. Why is my wrist vibrating? I'm doing a horrible shading job on her nose currently because I'm fucking with it. Oh, there you go, guys. It's snack time. Oh my god. It will be improved shortly. And I can use this gorgeous, what do we say this color is called? Wine something? French puce. I think that's bullshit. I don't think that can actually be the name. I think that's a lie. But I can use that same color as her lipstick, which will be lovely. Needs... No. It needs... Yes. I think somehow in between this time that I'm streaming and the last time that I streamed, I've forgotten how to draw noses. Something has happened to that knowledge. Because this is not... This is a very odd nose that I've rendered here. Oh, never mind, I fixed it. Okay. I didn't suddenly lose like half of my artistic knowledge overnight. Good stuff. I think maybe I did forget a little bit. I'm struggling with this. I think it's because of I'm struggling to decide whether I want there to be lighting from the hands or not. I do think there should probably be shadow from the hands. Yeah, there definitely should be. Okay, that seems important. Yeah, okay. I think that works. I think this will be alright. Whoa, where did that color come from? What the heck? That was interesting. So one strange thing about pigment blending mode is sometimes colors will just manifest out of nowhere. Okay. Interesting. I think this is what I needed to do to figure out the lighting. Now it makes more sense. Possibly. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this lighting. Okay. No, you know what? I think I will stick with this lighting because then I can also do some good reflected light slightly casting upward from down here. Yeah. Just like a little bit of it. That was already too much. A little bit like this too. Thumbelina. Oh, never mind. You're being a good girl. It was Nusha. I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious. Thumbelina's out here getting scolded, getting framed. Poor thing. I feel like I want to like obsessively over render these lips and nose. And I don't think it would detract from the painting, so I'm absolutely going to do that. Somebody's having a wee of a time over there in the litter box. Oh, good boy, Frederick. What a good boy. Good little dude. Oh, anyway, I've saved tonight. Yes. Yes, I've saved multiple times and it's like gotten mad at me about it. It's like doing weird things when I try and save. And I don't know why that is, but it's very annoying. I think that is too light for her nose. Like, as much as I love this program, it definitely does have some quirks. And it seems like, I don't know whether it's my keyboard or the program or a fun combination of both, but occasionally when I save and then try and quit painting, it thinks I'm just doing that same brushstroke to infinity, which is not really productive or helpful. Not as bad as the endless screenshot that it got stuck on, but still not really optimal. Does that look better smaller? It does. Okay, that's helpful. What are you doing, ma'am, sir? Oh, sir. Okay. That's allowed. Yeah, I think this works. Ooh, that's a lot of pink. We'll see how that goes. Okay. What are you doing? Bless you. Being a troublemaker. Always. Alright, I think I've been fussing with this up close for a little bit too long. Let's see how it looks like far away. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like just super, super intense rendering, even struggling with software for like 2 weeks. What software? Oops. Is it the one that you've talked about before that has like the super non-intuitive nonsense? Because that absolutely makes sense to me from what you've talked about. That there would be struggles. Not this time for once. Oh wow! Congratulations! Condolences? Is it one of those things where you're so familiar with the dumb idiosyncrasies of that program that it would almost be preferable if it was a problem in that program because you know how to troubleshoot it? I feel like that sometimes about stuff. Like a familiar problem, rather than a novel new one that you have to learn the ins and outs of. Blender. Oh! What's going on in Blender? I've been wanting to get into Blender again so bad. Just 3D stuff in general, but that's... I have a bunch of stuff on my to-do list, and when I have tackled more, then maybe eventually I'll be able to do that, but not at the moment. Many of its basic tools are kludgy, inelegant, or substandard compared to Maya. See, that's what I learned on, too. Except I took one animation class where we used Blender. But that was like a decade ago. No, that was like 20 years ago? 15 years ago? 15 years ago. I can math. Goodness. Did you ever use Poser? Blender's way better than it was back then, but still frustrating. That's good and tragic at the same time. Does Poser even still exist, or did it get like bought out and folded into another? Thus is the nature of open source. Fair. I feel like for what Poser was, I would be surprised if that wasn't just I would be surprised if Poser still exists in the way that I remember it. One of the other projects I'm going to do in the next couple of months, hopefully, is make a VTuber. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to make a 3D one or a 2D one. I think I'll make maybe a 2D one to start and like learn what the fuck I'm doing. Well, not I think. I'm making a 2D one to start, and then eventually we'll do more cool shit. Oh, come on. Why is it being weird again? Yesterday, also, like, 4 art programs kept crashing. Hey, Meg Concepts. Yeah, no, I'm not dead. Thank you. No crashes yet. Yesterday, you switched to NVIDIA Studio drivers instead of the gaming drivers. No crashes yet. Could also just be the system restart. Oh, hell yeah. Thanks for the gifted sub, too. What have you been up to? How have you been doing, man? Also, I got, like, 4 hours of sleep last night, so you're catching probably, like, the end of the... So, okay. So the good news is I bought some dye and some face paint and a bodysuit. Just arting it up? Fuck yeah. Anything you want to show off? Any good stuff? But yeah, the Pep as Shrek IRL is it is in progress. The ball is rolling. It's very it's gonna be ridiculous. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right, and I'm gonna make sure the dyes and because I'm not gonna have a different colored face than my body. Like, if I'm gonna be Shrek, I'm gonna be Pep as Shrek and be properly Pep as Shrek. No half-assing this bullshit. Oh good, you still have the drawing of you as Shrek just sitting in the folder staring at me. No, that comes up frequently, and I've shown that to a number of people. In real life and on stream. It is like a ridiculous thing that has come up in real life at this point too. It's very, very funny. You need to redo it? Oh god. Maybe what you should do is once I get like the full actual IRL Pep Shrek ensemble, then that would be the occasion. But until then, like, what is like really what has changed until I get the whole, yeah. It'd be a waste of your artistic talent to just go over the same old thing twice. Even though, like, literally that's what makes people better at art. Just ignore me. I'm trying to find bullshit reasons for you to wait till I do the thing. Okay. What time is it? 8:20? Okay, yeah, I can do 10 more minutes of this. I can maybe do 20 more minutes of this. I will finish her arms, is what I will do. And then maybe it'll be time for bed, and then I'll be tired enough that maybe I'll actually sleep all the night. That would be a novel thing. It would be so neat. Did I finish talking about that earlier? I'm pretty sure that I need to, that not every supplement my doctor prescribed, or not prescribed me, my doctor suggested that I take during the pandemic. Most of them I don't think are necessary, and I don't think I need anymore, but I think maybe magnesium, maybe that was helping me sleep. And I think I might try taking that again and seeing if I actually sleep again. It may just be stress though making me not sleep. That's also a distinct possibility. It's hard to do a proper, like, controlled test of what supplements are doing what when life stress is also a factor that I can't really control for. We'll see. Yeah, I think this is working though. I think it needs red. Yeah, there we go. It needed just a little bit of that. There, you sent 2 things in the fellow you're working on right now. Cool. Let me see. Let's see what we can show off. Oh, he's so cute. What a good fluffy baby. With like kind of icy serious eyes. I really like your signature too. That's a gorgeous signature. Dang. The teeth and skin tearing on that is intense. Also nice eyes on that. I like the way you do eyes. Very good shiny nose area too. I like that. And the sharp little highlights there. The last dude with this is what you're working right now. You do good horror art. It is outside of my capabilities. That tongue is so gnarly. The texture on that. Goodness. Good grief. Oh my god! That's so adorable and like grim at the same time. Great lighting. That's Dave. Hat. Yeah, the hat is very good. He reminds me of that, what's that meme with the girl where the house is burning behind her, except he looks, oh my god! This cat! Why are you so good at making sad animals? Oh, oh, that's so good. Oh, I want to give it so many treats. And snuggle it forever. Yeah. Oh. Goodness gracious. Your mastery over like a very specific vibe is pretty excellent. But yeah, horror art, you can just pretend like you know what you're doing. I think to a certain extent, but that only carries you so far. I feel like you have like a good distinct mastery of a bunch of stuff that makes it like good shit. Like the texture and shadow on that tongue were gross and well rendered and delightful. Draw a nose, but spooky. Just a bad nose. No, you still have to do like little lighting and stuff to make it make sense, and your lighting always makes sense, so that's what sells it. You guess, you guess. I feel like I'm gonna try and like lean into like something similar with this, where it's like, oh, the lighting doesn't make sense here? It's just because it's like abstract. It's you know, what's the word? No, oh my god, what is it? It's impressionist, you know? It doesn't have to be. It's absurdist. It's more about the vibe than about like realistic lighting. What is it? The rule of cool. That's what I'm gonna lean into that, art-wise. And hopefully that'll carry me through terrible art times. This arm is so incorrect. Okay, that's like a little bit better. But this needs to go. Oh no! Okay, that was. Good grief. Yeah, I think that works right there. But tanks. Oh, thanks. Got it. I thought we had switched conversation topics to tanks, and I was kind of like, oh my god, I really am tired. I didn't know we were talking about tanks. Fuck. But I was immediately on board. I was like, okay, what about tanks? Tell me all about it. How we feel about tanks. I have a very hard time drawing anything like mechanical. So artistically, fuck tanks. But I guess mechanically they're pretty cool. I don't have a lot of developed feelings on tanks. They can be fun in video games. That's about the extent that I've thought about tanks as to my feelings about them. I haven't really explored that concept deeply within myself at this time. Oh yeah, can't you out? You don't like mechanical things either? I feel like a lot of your stuff is like organic. It's like really, yeah. Which lends itself well. I feel like there's some good mechanical horror stuff too. But yeah, organic stuff lends it itself really well to creepy horror stuff for sure. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this other arm and then I think it will be probably bedtime for me. Or maybe like dinner and then bedtime or something. You just had to dig up an old tank model literally 2 days ago because the project needed a set of treads that you never gave them. Oh wow. Oh wow. What kind of project? You're hoping to do a body horror manga thing this year, but that probably won't happen. I feel like I also have a lot of grand notions about what I'm going to accomplish art-wise this year. But I will believe in you if you believe in me. I will believe in our mutual art goals. Or not our mutual, our respective art goals. I'm losing my grasp of the English language, y'all. Okay. In hindsight, doing a bunch of like manual labor today and then on 4 hours of sleep and then drinking wine and then trying to be awake for stream. It was an interesting choice. An interesting series of choices. It was more than I needed it's one of those little bottles, the little tiny bottles of cooking wine, and I needed it to store a thing in. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll drink wine on stream. That'll be perfect. That'll be fine. I just didn't think it all the way through. I figured out that when I save is when the brush gets stuck. It's very silly. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Did I do that over here? Kind of, not really though. Okay. You just gave away 120-ish drawings at the end of the year, so that's all my life has been since then. You got 20 left, and those drawings I sent in Discord were part of them. So can't do much till those are done. That's intense. 120-ish drawings? Holy guacamole. You must have just been churning those out. How many do you do, like, how many can you accomplish in, like, one sitting? It's been a great time? That's awesome. Hell yeah. You think the most you've done was 6 or so, but that's just because I just sit and talk instead of draw. That's funny. That's definitely more than I get done in one sitting. For sure. Nope, her elbow was better before. There we go. Oh man, I hear a cat in the distance puking on the stairs. You guys hear that? baby. Which cat is that? Okay. What do you... Thumbelina's in her... Yum? Oh god. Thumbelina's in her little igloo over there. Cute little baby. And then you can't see, but Butter and Nusha are asleep on the bed. Oh, and Delilah's asleep in the... Oh, yeah, it's definitely Ferbert throwing up on the stairs. Okay. Poor guy. Alright. On that note, I may call it and go clean up cat barf, and then probably go to bed. I think, where is this? Oh, that's the line art. Okay, I was like, where the fuck is that incorrect line coming from? How dare I put that there? Yeah, I think this is like at a good stopping point. Well, actually, hold up. It's gonna drive me insane. There we go. That's better. Now it's a better stopping point for tonight. Good stuff. Okay. What do you guys think? Oh, maybe I'll actually drag it over so it's properly in frame. Okay. Yeah. I think this is at a good place. Man, it's so funny because remember how I was like, oh, I really like this like kind of like burnt, like vermilion, dark vermilion color. I love it. I'm gonna add that to my like sunset art color scheme stuff. And now I'm looking at the drawing to the left, and this looks like the exact same color palette. That's really funny. I guess this color palette is probably like the most indicative of my style thing that I have. Because it's just no matter what I draw, I seem to just gradually push things towards this color scheme. That's so funny. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do like different stuff this time. Nope. Not this time, apparently. I should probably work more on branching out from that, though. I mean, it does look good on like a website. Everything's all nice and color coordinated. It looks cohesive, but I also like other color schemes. I just don't paint with them, weirdly. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know. Anyways, it was lovely chatting with y'all. Thank you for sharing those adorable... Oh, thanks for the color things. Color compliments. I'm gonna pull up that sad cat illustration from Mad Concepts one more time because it's so sad. It's so sad and adorable. I just want to die. These are amazing. Too good. I love your lighting. It's good stuff. Lighting is one of my favorite things, and I feel like you do it excellently. I gotta push the contrast on lighting in this one. That'll make me happier. Anyways, for now, it was lovely hanging out with y'all. And yeah, always learning is the best. That's the way to be. But yeah, I'll see y'all next Thursday. Hopefully I will be able to actually keep that time if life chaos doesn't keep running into things. But yeah, I hope I see you guys Thursday, and until then, have a good night, everybody, and I'll talk to y'all later. Should I raid somebody? Who's on right now? Who should I raid? None of these people are art people. Oh man. You guys want to go to a politics stream? There are 2 people doing politics streams. And then... Nah, okay. That's valid. Alrighty, then I'll just end stream and say goodnight to y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all next week. Bye!